my EA in two companies now. She was the first phone call that I made when I was like, okay, I need to bring someone in to work with me. And I was like, it has to be her because she speaks my language. I don't have to say the things 7 times, like, because I operate a little bit like you in that I'm a Clydesdale. I am half Belgian and I come by it naturally. I will work until the thing is done and I will keep going and I will keep going. I don't have the sort of hyper focus in the same exact way that you do, I don't think, but like 16-hour days or six, that's like it, that's just how I function, right? Because that's what needs to be done right now. I can appreciate that. I also have a sort of tendency of like, I've said a thing. And for me, if I've said it out loud, I'm saying it out loud because it needs to be heard and I need you to hear it. But that's not the case with everybody else. And so she's excellent at reminding me, like, just because you said it one time doesn't mean that everybody is taking the same value around the thing or putting the same importance on it you've put on it. And so it's really awesome to know that about yourself and to have those people around you who can remind you that, like, listen, you're really focused on yourself right now. You need to like walk through the world with a little more awareness of how the other people around you are responding to what you're doing, or make the adjustment of expectation on what is happening.
Well, and I would say one of the hardest challenges of being a leader and probably even more so a startup founder or like very product driven person is you may have in your head the vision for like how this product is supposed to work or how you want to accomplish anything, right? And it seems so obvious to you and so intuitive to you, but it's so difficult to get that out of your head and explain it to somebody else and get very frustrated with them. You're like, why don't you just understand the same thing that I do? You don't see this the same way that I do. It's like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
That was my 20s. I wasn't very nice to people, probably in my 20s as I would be now. But it's coming to that reality is like the hard part is getting it out of my head and vocalizing it and explaining these things to other people and continuing to remind them, like, this is what's important. This is why we're doing this. And like keep beating that drum. And that's one of the things I talk about in my book is like everything starts with the vision of like, why are we doing this thing? And it's not some HR BS thing you write on the wall. It's like, why are we doing this thing today? This thing. Why this thing? Why does this thing matter?
Yeah.
People understand, like, well, why are we doing this? Instead of, I don't know, she just told me to do this thing and I'm just doing it. I don't know.